Salutations everyone, it is Matty here today with the Kingdom Come Deliverance news update. It's been actually just about a year since I've said something along those lines, and there's a pretty big update for the developers of this wonderful RPG that I want to make all of you aware of. I'm also in the process of scheduling an interview about this very topic with some folks at Warhorse Studios so we can get more answers. I'll have more information for you within the coming weeks. Now, let's get into this information from IGN.com, whom I will have linked in the description down below. Announced by THQ Nordic and THQ Nordic AB subsidiary Koch Media, THQ Nordic has acquired the Prague-based Warhorse Studios on the one-year anniversary of Kingdom Come Deliverance's release. Along with the acquisition, it was revealed that Kingdom Come Deliverance sold over 2 million copies across PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And if you head over to the Kingdom Come Deliverance Twitter account, you'll see that there is a list of stats for folks like me who love that. And we can see that there were 2 million copies sold, divided amongst PS4 and Xbox One, PS4 and PC being the leading markets. In 2018, the Warhorse streams were viewed over 13 million times. 2,200 pages of text were written, that's 4.1 million letters, 50 actors recorded more than 45,000 voice lines, and the game was shown at 40 events worldwide, so not too shabby for a game's first debut. I personally enjoyed Kingdom Come Deliverance. It didn't come without its flaws, but I think it carved out its own niche in the internet, being something unique and standalone from all the other RPGs, which feel like a rinse and repeat type of method. This, alongside Vampire, really shows that hardcore RPGs are still alive and well, and there is an audience for them. Seeing Kingdom Come Deliverance come out and drop 2 million sales is fantastic. Now let's continue with the story. The acquisition includes the development studio and all intellectual property rights of Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is Warhorse's sole release since it was established in 2011. Koch Media and Warhorse have already an established relationship, as Koch Media's game publishing division, Deep Silver, helped publish Kingdom Come Deliverance. According to GamesIndustry.biz, the studio was acquired for $37.4 million in a cash deal. Now, I know some may shiver at the idea of Deep Silver being involved in Kingdom Come Deliverance. The reason for that is because they were also involved in Metro Exodus, and we saw what happened with the PC version of that game. It did not change how the product came out, because Metro Exodus reviewed very well, as I believe most of us had expected, and I simply cannot wait to play this game. However, when it comes to Kingdom Come Deliverance, with Deep Silver's involvement, and obviously years down the line is when I think we'll see a sequel to Kingdom Come Deliverance, will there be a impact on where this game ends up when it comes to store fronts? These are the type of questions I sort of had lined up for the folks at Warhorse Studios on what's going to change now that they're under THQ Nordic, because we have to remember, they were an independent developer. They sort of decided their own fate. And it's good that they were bought out in the sense that they have financial security. It's much like Obsidian with Microsoft, and we also saw that THQ Nordic bought out Kingdoms of Amalur and bought the rights to that along with the MMO. We're seeing a lot more people prioritize job security over independence, so long as that publisher is willing to work with them. I think that THQ Nordic seems like a reasonable publisher, and the reason I do say this is because we see Darksiders 3 come out, which is a game that I outright said you should pass on. I thought the game was solid for what it offered, but at $60 with all the bugs and glitches and pretty weak story, I did not think it was simply worth it. However, THQ put out a story saying that the game had met internal expectations, which is great to hear. It seems they have reasonable expectations, and that's awesome for an industry where we see games sell 10 million copies and are still called a failure. Moving on, becoming part of THQ Nordic's family is an important milestone for our studio, said Warhorse Studios CEO Martin Frivaldsky. We began as a small startup with a handful of employees who were enthusiastic enough to join this challenging project. The skills of our team members, trust and support of our main investor, and passion of our fans who supported development of Kingdom Come Deliverance through a Kickstarter campaign help us grow to an international level. We believe that the backing by THQ Nordic and Koch Media will give us an extra push in our mission to bring exciting games to our customers and extend the frontiers of the gaming industry. Furthermore, Furthermore, we are delighted to welcome the team from Warhorse Studios in the family, said Koch Media GmbH CEO Dr. Clemens Kondratitz. The successful cooperation we developed during our journey with Kingdom Come Deliverance linked both our companies already very closely, and I am sure that our now even closer combined knowledge and experience will open up amazing opportunities for both companies, not only the 2 million sold copies, but also the motivation within the teams to create new ideas combined with the learnings from the past are a rock-solid foundation for future projects to build on. So from my perspective, based off both those PR statements, it really seems to me like we have Koch Media and THQ Nordic looking at this from the perspective of, okay, we have a solid foundation, there is a player base for these types of games, Kingdom Come Deliverance sold 2 million copies, this deal makes sense for us. For Warhorse Studios, in my opinion, it looked like from the very start, this was the goal, right? You make the big jump, you take on the challenging, incredibly difficult to pull off project, which is kickstarting your own game, having it come out, and surprisingly, in the case of Kingdom Come Deliverance, it actually is a solid title. Like I said, it didn't come without its bugs, without its glitches, and there was the infuriating lockpicking, but still, when it was all said and done, Kingdom Come Deliverance was a, in my opinion, good game. And I think that is what these developers work towards, is they don't want to kickstart another game and wonder if come next Monday they'll have a job. We just saw what happened with Blizzard and Activision, and despite them having record earnings, they still laid off over 800 employees, which is just a damn shame. So I feel like all these people working in the industry should prioritize any type of job security they can have, any type of financial security rather that they should have, and that does come in the form of having a publisher who is willing to work with you and invest in your product and make sure things can happen. It's not just relying on donations from other people. One thing I do note with Kingdom Come Deliverance, however, is that its player base dropped by 95% on Steam in May 2018. Now, this was weeks before the announcement of a DLC roadmap from Warhorse Studios. Most recently, that has just dropped on this timeline, is the Band of Bastards DLC. That was a week ago. We still have coming up A Woman's Lot, and as you can see from the gameplay that has been rolling in the background, there is modding support. That is why I have lightsabers in the game. It is super dope to have because the combat in this game, oh my god, it would make for the best Star Wars game ever, I'm going to be honest. But since the player base isn't gigantic right now for Kingdom Come Deliverance when it comes to the long run, I wonder if they're going to finish up the DLC support and all this new financial support coming from THQ Nordic is likely going to go into the sequel for this game. I can't see it being feasible to continuously dump money into Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one, if the player base is gradually whittling off. However, my congratulations to Warhorse Studios for this acquisition. I'm sure it is a very big day for them, and I do apologize for being a bit late to this news. As you all know, I dropped 2 reviews on the same day, Crackdown 3 and Far Cry New Dawn, so that ate up all of my day for Thursday, and now I have today to finally cover this very exciting news, but also curious, because what does get me nervous is the involvement of Deep Silver, and I imagine years from now, when we do have the release of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the Epic Games Store will be a lot better, or at least I hope so, but I do worry that they will pull the same thing they did with Steam and Metro and pull it off of that storefront and put it onto Epics for an exclusivity deal. Well, it's just a little nerve-wracking, but I don't want to jump the gun too much on this. I'm happy for the developers, but as a fan, I will hold back my full-on love for this deal, and we'll see just how things go. That's the best way to do it. See how the product rolls out. Anyway, that'll do it for me, folks. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this acquisition in the comments down below. Fire away, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that, as it fuels all the content I create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.